One Piece chapter 1180 is out and Imu-sama is here. Imu-sama has officially arrived. And we start right out with where we left off, with Imu-sama perched on top of the castle, looking down at everyone. But he doesn't stay there for long. He just looks, assesses the situation, and whoosh, whoosh. He jumps, he speeds, and from one moment being on the castle to another moment, he is in the middle of West Ost Village. And he's there, Harudin is there, Zoro is there, Yarul is there, Dorian Broggy is there, and Stanzen is there, and Gert is there. And Gert is holding Summers, the two halves of Summers, in her hands. And Imu arrives there, stands there in the middle of everyone, and he's big. He's really big. He's like, I would say, a little bit bigger than Whitebeard. Whitebeard size, or a little bit bigger even. Like, he's not as big as a giant, but he's very much more than twice the size of Zoro. I think more like 3 times the size of Zoro. Yeah, that's around, with 3 Zoros, that's around how big he is. And he just stands there in the middle of everyone, looks around and is like, where's the king of this country? I'm here to see him. And Dory and Broggy both shout, it's like, this country has no king. There is no king here. And Imu's like, not really caring about them. He's like, just looking around. He's like, Summers, what are you doing here? What is this vermin doing with you? What is this? And we don't even get to see what happened, but we just see Gert's fingers fall to the floor. I think Imu cut her, probably with her weapon or his tail or with something or with a spell. Like, Imu did this, yes, for sure. But it was so fast, so quick, we didn't even see what happened. And Gert is basically, like, dumbfounded herself. She's like, what? And instantly in pain, in agonizing pain above this, like, her fingers just got cut off. And Summers falls to the floor and he catches his own heart and his hand is like, oh, thank God. He's like putting himself completely together again. And there's that. And Chopper's there completely shocked, like, what was that? And Harudin is there. And Harudin wants to go and it's like, okay, I don't know who you are, I don't know what you are, but it's on. And Harudin goes to attack Imu Nerona, because this is Imu Nerona, this is not Imu-sama. Let's be certain about this. This is Imu Nerona, to be for certain. And Harudin goes to strike Imu. And thank God Stanzen is there. And Stanzen is like, Harudin, no! It's like, Stanzen in this situation actually had the whereabouts to, like, realize the strengths of the opponent in front of him. And he realized, if I let Harudin attack him, that's the end for Harudin. And he goes and kicks Harudin away while Harudin is like trying to punch Imu-sama. But Stanzen kicks him away in the last moment. And where Harudin would have been, now Stanzen's foot is. And it gets sliced clean off by like, and just like black flames. And yes, if Stanzen didn't kick Harudin there, Harudin would have been dead. But that would have been a one shot. Emu would have one-shot Harudin. Just like that. And Stanson cries out, we get a wide shot, and Harudin is like, Stanson, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was thoughtless. And man, Emu-sama is flexing on them here. In comes Zoro. And he asked before that, it's like, before Harudin was about to attack, Zoro was like, who are you? Are you like another one of these god knights? Are you another one of these? Who the fuck are you? And now after Harudin is knocked away and Stanson's leg is gone, Zoro comes in with an attack, and he's using 3 sword style King of Hell Purgatory. Now this is a serious attack. I wouldn't say it's Zoro's strongest attack he has. No, that would be his Ashura, his demon. But King of Hell Purgatory, that's a pretty serious attack by Zoro, but Emu blocks it. Emu uses his tail, wiggles it around his body, places it in between him and Zoro, and just blocks it. And not only does he block it, but at the same moment he's blocking it, he readies an attack, and he uses an attack. It's called Omen. It's basically him like forming something with his hand and shooting like Spider-Man. Yeah, Emu's doing the Spider-Man. He's shooting. No, he doesn't do this hand gesture, but he does a hand gesture. And there's a flame in the middle of his hand, and he's basically, it looks like he's shooting Zoro with it. And he's calling it Omen. And he one-taps Zoro. Like, is Zoro out for the count? Is he still gonna be out next chapter? No. Zoro's fine. But Zoro tried to attack Emu. He got shot back. And he doesn't attack him anymore this chapter. He doesn't get to stop him. So I would categorize that as like half a one-shot. At very least. Like, Zoro was out for the count for a little bit. He was like, okay, strong attack, that hurt. That hurt. I got hurt there. And Emu gives, like the attack he attacked Zoro was called Omen, I think. He said that while attacking him. But he also gives like Emu has this black cloud around him, but it's not like the black cloud scarf. It's a circle with all the eyes on it. The black smoke scarf he has. And he gives that to Summers. And Summers is like, oh my god, this is an omen. This is amazing. We're getting buffed, God's Knights. The God's Knights are getting giga buffed. They're getting 10x in power here. The God's Knights are getting their well-needed buff. It is happening. Anyone who's calling out for it, like, oh, I think Emu's gonna buff them. I think they're gonna get strong. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening right here, right now. Emu's giving an omen to Summers, which is essentially meaning a buff, which is also giving him this black cloak, but not scarf, but circle. This black cloak circle behind him. And it is, I mean, we don't see Summers fight yet this chapter, but it is, I would say it's safe to say it made him a lot stronger. And he's like drunk by the power right here. And Emu's like, all right, yeah, okay. The king is not here. Yeah, he's chill. He's just assessing the situation. I got Summers, okay, yeah. I got one of my dudes. And Harudin comes back with an axe and is trying to go again against Emu, even though he saw Zoro getting shot back, even though Stanson lost a leg to just save him before. Harudin comes back. But he doesn't even get in range to attack. He's like, whoa! and Emu's like, what is that? Another giant, okay. Yeah. And Emu does another move with his hand, the flame on his hand, and aims it at Harudin, and he shoots out like a small flame demon, basically. A small grinning flame, grinning at him, shoots it out at Harudin, and he's using Doom. Doom? Yes, he's using Doom.
Fireball. Doom.
Emu's using Doom. It's a nuke. He's nuking Harudin. It's a giant flame explosion. It's a one tap. Harudin is on the floor, out for the count, burning up in black flames. Doom has hit the tower. Has hit Harudin. I mean, yeah. And with that, Emu-sama's like, Summers, we must hurry. There's not much time. Alluding to the time limit we have for Emu being here in the lower world. There is a time limit. It gets established here again. Emu's alluding to it. It's like, there's not much time. We must hurry. And Summers is, yes, my lord. Summers, who's a bumbling idiot. Yes, he has a powerful devil fruit. Yes, compared to some people he might be strong, but compared to the destroyers, he was nothing. But Emu and Summers jump off into the distance, and they jump off with the same. Summers jumps off after Emu with the same speed, following Emu-sama after his buff. I don't think Summers would have been capable of this speed feat before getting this buff. I'm gonna be 100% here. I think this buff is massive. I don't think it's like you get a little bit more power, like you get 1/3 of the power you already had, you get that on top of. No, this is a 10x kind of situation. We got a lot stronger God's Knights right now. Or at least one for now. Alright. Okay. So Emu flies off into the distance, and he flies towards Gunko, Shuri. And she's still in the ice. And she basically just zips past and uses one of his black flame attacks. And we don't get to see Shuri freed in this chapter. I looked at it. I don't see that here. I retract the statement. I looked again. He freed Shuri. He freed Gunko from the ice. And now, one might say, this is not that big of he melted some ice with his flames. Okay, that's not that. No, that's a feat. This ice wouldn't melt if you kept it out in the bright sunlight here all day long for 100 years. It wouldn't melt. We got told so. The only thing that can thaw out Gunko out of the ice is Ratatoska. Ratatoska's the only one that can do it. It's his ice. He's the only one that can undo it. And Emu just blasted it with his black flames. And in this panel, I looked again. I had to double check it because I was like, I'm not sure if he freed her, if he actually managed. But no. We see in the panel the ice is gone. We see a little, the drawing is very small, but we see Gonko there. She gets the black flame cloak. She gets the buff, the omen, and the ice is gone. She's freed. Emo's flying off. Like he literally just flew there, blasted, and kept flying. He's like moving with purpose. I'm on a timer. I'm gonna move with purpose. That's what Emo is doing right now. And yeah, we have a rule in between that, like announcing to everyone like that there's someone stronger arrived at the island, that it's not over yet. To get like the kids inside, we have like a panel of like Chopper questioning what these black flames are and talking to Zoro and like to get into a house for a moment there. And we have Chopper there with Zoro, and he's telling Zoro like let's get into a house real quick here right now. Maybe Zoro is injured now that I think about this line, because Chopper is telling Zoro like, okay, let's get inside. This is bad. Then we have a panel of Gaban, and he's like, I've never felt Haki this strong. Like, not even on God Valley have I felt Haki this strong. And we are talking about the right-hand man of the Pirate King. Like, one would assume Roger's Haki was pretty strong. One would assume so, no? And he's like, I'm shitting my pants here, man. I've never felt Haki like this. Like, oof. That is rough, man. I'm getting the heebie-jeebies here. It's like, ooh. I might sit this one out, guys. I'm not saying he says that he's probably gonna participate in some fighting, but probably won't be able to do anything against Emo, is what I'm saying. And we cut over to the castle where Luffy and Loki are, and Luffy's complaining. It's like, now all the food is like burned. Like Loki used like his lightning power or maybe fire powers from Ratatoska or something on it. I think it was Loki's lightning power. He probably used it on the food, and we see the food like being all crisp, and it's like Loki's like, stop whining, it's better than it being frozen. Like, go on, keep eating, stock up on energy. Clearly a very strong foe arrived on the island. And Luffy's like, yeah, I agree on that. And starts filling his entire stomach with food. We see Balloon Luffy over here, and we see Ratatoska, and he's like, squeak, squeak, like just agreeing, I guess, with his squeaking. And then we have the other Straw Hats, and we see Nami running towards Sanji and Jinbe, and Usopp and Brook are still passed out on the ground there. And Nami's like, what was that? What is that? And Jinbe's like, I don't know, but this Haki is terrifying. Like, another person here commenting on the Haki and how terrifying Emu's Haki is. And Jinbe's like, but if this person is with the God Knights, then his goal must be, and we see Killingham just in the tree, still in 3 parts, hanging from the tree, but he's rejoicing. He's like, oh, great one, yes! And Killingham gets freed. Emu's here. Killingham gets freed, and he just whooshes past, and Killingham gets the omen, gets the cloud on his back, and he's like, an omen, thank you! Oh, great one! And Sanji's like pissed there, and he's like, who said you could free him? Who are you? And Sanji goes in for an attack, but Emu just blocks Sanji's attack with his own foot and kicks Sanji away, one-shotting him with a kick. Maybe Sanji will get back up, because we need someone to fight the buffed Killingham or the buffed Summers. So Sanji will get back up, but he just got blocked and swatted away like a fly. by Emo. It wasn't a named attack even, I don't think so. I think he just literally just kicked him away. Let me double check. Yep. No named attack for Sanji. Sorry, Sanji fans. We're getting treated badly over in the Sanji fan camp again. To be fair, Sanji didn't use a named attack either. And instead we get the last page, the double page spread. And people are screaming out for Sanji, and Jimbe is like, what are these black flames? And even like just from the kick Emo did to Sanji, Jimbe is like getting attacked by these black flames, it seems even. And you hear a voice shouting out like, what are you doing here? What do you want here? And Emo-sama is like, 14 years ago, Harold was killed on this island. He was my servant. I am here to kill whoever did this to him. And we hear, and this is Loki, shouting out, like hell he was your servant. Fuck, no, he wasn't. He was my father and the king of this country, but he wasn't your servant. And we get a panel of Loki being there. Just Loki, as far as I can see. And Loki's like, I'm the one you're looking for. And Loki's aura forming and just standing, like, we have to get like a panel of Loki standing opposed to Emo, and he's just like, yeah, I'm the one you're looking for, I'm the one you're here for. Let's fucking go. And Emo-sama is like, if it weren't for you, many tribulations could have been spared. To find you here in Elbaf. He's like, oh, yeah, to find you here in Elbaf. And Loki is like, where else would I be but in Elbaf? Think about this next time, you fucking idiot! Loki is taunting Emo. Loki is straight up taunting Emo. It's like, I killed my dad here in Elbaf. I'm a giant. Where else would I be? Smartass! You like, with your nose up using these big words over here. Fucking idiot. End of chapter. Emo is a powerhouse. Emo Nerona is a powerhouse. He stated he's on a timer, but what timer is it? Is it 5 minutes on Namek? Is that the timer we are on? How fast is the timer coming? We're in Anime Land, we don't know. It could be 5 minutes on Namek. Could be. Yeah. So we're getting Loki Emo next chapter, I guess. What else would happen next chapter? I don't know. We have the buffed Gods Knights. The Gods Knights are back. They're back up. They're back and they're stronger. If you ask me how much stronger, it's a 10x at least. At the very least, it's a 10x. Before they were nothing compared to the powerhouses of our crew, but strong compared to the weaker ones. And now they're maybe on top. Like, how strong is this? How long does this buff last forever? How long does it last? I don't think it lasts forever. I think it's a temporary buff, but it's a strong buff. Emo is expanding himself with these buffs, though, right? Like, he's not pulling this power from nowhere. He's giving power, right? Is Emo just giving his power away and making himself weaker? Is he actually weakening himself? Is he nerfing himself here? By making them stronger? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe he can just give up power for free. Yeah, who knows? But usually these things have drawbacks, you know? Like the Domi Reversi, like, yeah, you gain regeneration, immortality, but you lose lifespan. What's the drawback here? What's the drawback of the Omen? What's that all about? And the question, like 4 different characters asked this chapter, what's up with these black flames? What are those all about? What are these black flames? Like several characters, Oda had several characters ask this question, like what are these black flames? He's pointing at them and being like, hey, the black flames, do you see them? I drew them. Pay attention to those. They're important. Oda's like, hey, the black flames, did you see them? They're important. And we have Omen and we have Doom as attacks. I had the fucking Doom meme here, man. I usually don't heavily edit, but add the fucking Doom meme. A good chapter. Way too short for me. I want more. It's not a 10 out of 10 chapter, but it is exactly what I wanted from Emo. It is a good chapter going forward. It is establishing how strong Emo is, how much of a powerhouse he is. Emo is going up the ladder, he's beating down people left and right, no one's got a chance, and now we have Loki versus Emo. Now we see if Loki has a chance. And if he doesn't, then that means something, I guess. Because Loki is top 5 characters in One Piece material. And Emo probably is gonna be top 1 for a while. Until he isn't. Because Emo is not gonna lose here. Emo is not losing. I don't think Emo loses. I think Emo runs out of time. I think Emo needs to go at some point again to the Holy Land, because otherwise he will die or something will happen. Emo needs to go again. Emo said this chapter, hey, we need to act quickly. Emo's on a timer. And he needs to get going, and he can't finish things off. But he almost finishes things off. He's gonna devastate people. He's gonna injure people. They're gonna have to recover after this. It's gonna be something. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna make a video about this week for sure. Man. I was just out here biking, by the way, and that's why I look at like this. I was just out here biking and the chapter dropped and I was like, oh, totally forgot about that. The chapter's gonna drop. I was like, is this week a break week? I kind of thought this week was a break week, to be honest. But no, I got surprised by the chapter while I'm out here. And now I'm just like, I read it on a bench somewhere else. Then I biked here and now I'm doing this. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.